Today I'm going to show y'all how to install ODI lock-on grips. I already have some on my bike, but they're a little rough, so we're going to be replacing them. The only tool you're going to need is a 3mm Allen wrench. If you look under here, you have a little Allen cap. You'll insert your Allen into that and twist it out. So now I have my new grip. The screw right there should already be loosened up. And then we're just going to put it onto the bar the same way we took the old one off. Sometimes you got to give it a good push. Alright. Then you're just going to go tighten your Allen bolt up and you'll be good to go on this side. Now we're going to move over to our throttle side. And I guess I should have said earlier when I said you only needed an Allen. On your throttle side, you're going to have to use a ratchet and a socket. The socket size is going to depend on your bike. You're going to loosen these two bolts right here. And that's coming off your throttle. So on mine, it happens to be an 8mm. So you got these loose. Once you get these loose, you're going to come up here, and if your bike has this rubber piece on it, just a little protective cover, slide it back like this. And then you're going to want to go ahead and remove the bolts totally. Once you have the bolts totally removed, all you're going to do is split this open here. So pull this side, and then this is what you're going to see. And then you can pull the back side too a little bit. It's hard to do with one hand. So once you get that open, at least on the front side, you'll see you have a cable that runs here, and this is what actually controls your throttle. And it connects to your throttle tube, which is actually a part of the ODI grip. And that's why you have to do this. On a normal slip-on grip, you will have a throttle tube already in here that your grip will just slide over, but in the ODI lock-ons, the throttle tube is part of the grip itself. So you want to remove this cable from this plastic piece here, and whatever way is easiest for you to do this. I usually try to twist my throttle towards the front of the bike to let the tension off, and then you can usually work it out just like that. And then once you have it out, you'll see how it connects to the throttle tube, and you can just pull it out, and then this is what you're left with. And then it's the same way on the back. You'll have the same type of attachment. So once you have this totally split open front and back, you'll see you'll have another cable just like the front side that will come out of your tube, and then you can just slide your whole assembly off. And then the install of the new one will be the same way. Take note of how you removed your old one. On my bike, this is going to face down, so this is going to be at the bottom, and your cables are going to wrap around to the bottom. And it's just going to depend on your bike, and it's also going to depend on your bike which cam you use. They come with a couple different ones for different bikes, so just make sure that you have the right one, and you'll have a list on the back of your packaging that will tell you. I think it's on the back of this, or it might be on this paper here. Yeah, it's on this paper. Will tell you which cam fits your bike. So we're gonna slide this on, split this back open, and then we're just going to work it work the cables back around and hook them into this new one in reverse fashion of we removed the old one. So once you get it, your cable routed back how it was, you just simply slide this back together, push it together, and then you can install your bolts. And just tighten your bolts down. So I have my bolts snug, they're not all the way tight, so you can still position this to wherever you want it. Good rule is the end of the tube you don't want contacting the bars. So I have mine set up now to where it's not I can push it all the way to end up against this button, my map switch, and it doesn't contact the bar, so that's what I'm going to do. And then this you can set however you want it. I keep mine rotated a little bit forward, but it's just personal preference. Make sure your throttle snaps back correctly because you don't want it to get hung wide open while you're riding. So once that's good and you position it where you want it, you can go ahead and tighten these bolts down. Once you have your throttle positioned and your bolts tight where you want it, you can go ahead and slide your rubber cover back on if your bike is set up like this. And once you have that, you're done and you have installed your ODI lock-on grips.